Hi gang, Dave Spalding, Handgun Combatives. The 2x2x2 drill. 2 rounds, 2 seconds at 20 feet on a 3x5 card. I started this drill when I started the training company 6 years ago this month, and it's kind of taken off. I get lots of people contact me all the time. Dave, I've really been practicing this drill. I'm really going to be trying hard to win the coin. And I'm gratified that the drill has become so popular, but what concerns me is that people see it as a drill to be accomplished and not a set of skills that, if successfully put together, will result in a proper outcome, which is doing it in 2 seconds. The way I think about this, any drill should be reinforcing necessary skills, the type of skills that you need to save your own life, because I teach the combative application of the handgun. Lots of applications. There's plinking, sporting use, competition, and then combative applications. This is a fight. I want to reinforce the fighting skills. So if we think about all of the things that go into a 2x2 drill that you have to chunk together in one flowing action, it's actually kind of a daunting task. That's why over the last 5 years I've only given away 26 coins. That's less than 1% of the people who have attempted the drill. Quite frankly, I'm thinking about doing away with the drill because I don't want people focusing on a drill. I want them to focus on what I'm teaching them in the class. And quite frankly, it takes a good hour to run a class through that drill at the end of a 2-day class. And you know, an hour is a long time in a 16-hour class. So we'll see how that goes. But let's examine the 2x2 drill. Now keep in mind, it was not my drill. And actually was a drill that I got from the Army Special Forces back in 1992. What does the drill represent? It represents the fastest, easiest way to end a pistol fight. Draw the gun from the holster, put 2 rounds in a guy's heart, done. I get it. It may not incapacitate him quickly, but it's about the closest we can come with a handgun to a fast shot to the body. So let's think about all the things that are entailed here. Your hands are probably going to be starting in front of you like this because that's the way you start a fight. I hear people tell me all the time, you should start with your hands hanging naturally at your sides. I haven't started a fight with my hands hanging at my sides ever since I got over the junior high school chest bump because the guy kneed me in the groin. Not a good thing. And that's one of the things that was immediately brought to my attention, in the fact that the drill had become a novelty and not a skill building asset, because people started telling me, well, Dave, I carry with a square front garment and having my hands in front of me. That's not fair, because the people with the open front garment have easier access. Nobody said a fight was going to be fair. So in order to make the drill more even for everybody, if you had a square front garment, I was letting people have their hands hang down here. Now it became a novelty. It no longer became a fighting drill. So anyway, hands in front of your body between you and the threat. You've got to remove the garment. That's a skill in itself, but once you remove the garment, you have to get a shooting grip on the pistol. You can't be coming up and doing one of these things like this. It's too slow. So right here, you got to have your hand on it. The gun has got to come up high. It's got to turn. The hands got to come together in a proper two-handed grip from this point right here. If you're fumbling around, you're not going to be able to control the recoil, so they have to come together right here. The support hand is a wonderful windage adjustment when you're trying to take that gun directly to the target, and that's the point. What's a good draw stroke? The gun arrives where you're looking. And when you're talking about a 3x5 card, if the gun doesn't arrive on the card, it's too late. You're not going to be able to adjust it. Then you've got to fire 2 shots, which means you have to control the recoil, you have to control the trigger, because you've got very little area for the gun to lift. The gun should work in a piston. If it raises off like this, it's probably too late. So you've got a whole lot of skills that you're putting together in one fluid motion to make this thing a success. How do you do that? You practice each one of these skills until you master it and anchor it, and then you learn to chunk them all together in one flowing motion. Let's take a look at that. Okay, let's take a look and see what it looks like to chunk together all of these skills into one motion. Now I'm going to be using my Templar Custom Glock 19. It's my carry gun, my teaching gun. I use it for everything. And I'm going to be working from a new holster for me. This is a Ghost Kydex scabbard. As you can see, it's the square cut, riveted together design that's very popular these days. Rides close to the body. Has the same performance parameter as some better known rigs, but less costly. So let's put on the eyes and ears. We're going to be shooting at that right side 3x5 rectangle. We're at 20 feet. Let's take a look, see what it looks like. Okay, there's 2 rounds into the 3x5 card. And as you can see, 1.9 seconds. So that's a successful run. Clearly onto the 3x5 card. Now again, represents 2 rounds into the heart. With handguns, nothing's a guarantee, even shots to the head, as you well know. So 2x2x2, it's a chunking together of a number of necessary skills into one flowing motion. Think of it as a way to anchor and perfect those essential skills that you need to win a gunfight, and not some kind of a drill that you win a coin. Wrong mindset. Dave Spalding, Handgun Combatives, thanks for checking in.